The Ottoman Empire was one of the longest-lasting and most influential empires in world history, spanning over 6 centuries from the late 13th century to the early 20th century. This powerful Islamic empire originated from a small principality in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, and eventually grew to encompass vast territories across 3 continents, Europe, Asia, and Africa. Here is a comprehensive overview of the history of the Ottoman Empire, from its humble beginnings to its eventual decline and dissolution. Rise of the Ottoman Empire, circa 1299 to 1453. The origins of the Ottoman Empire can be traced back to the late 13th century when a small Turkish Muslim principality was established in the region of Bithynia, northwestern Anatolia, by Osman I, a chief of the K tribe. This principality, known as the Ottoman Beylik, emerged from the disintegrating Seljuk Empire and initially served as a vassal state to the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum. Under the leadership of Osman I and his descendants, the Ottomans gradually expanded their territory by conquering neighboring regions and principalities, starting with the capture of the city of Bursa in 1326. This strategic conquest provided the Ottomans with a strong foothold in Anatolia and marked the beginning of their ambitious expansion campaign. The Ottoman Empire continued to grow rapidly during the reigns of Osman I's successors, particularly under the rule of Murad I, r. 1362 to 1389, and Bayezid I, r. 1389 to 1402. Murad I conquered vast territories in the Balkans, including the cities of Adrianople, Edirne, and Philippopolis, Plovdiv, while Bayezid I further extended the empire's reach into Anatolia and the Balkans. However, the Ottoman Empire faced a major setback in 1402 when Bayezid I was defeated and captured by the Mongol conqueror Timur, Tamerlane, at the Battle of Ankara. This event led to a period of civil war and instability known as the Ottoman Interregnum, 1402 to 1413, during which the empire was temporarily partitioned among Bayezid's sons. The capture of Constantinople, a strategically vital city that had resisted numerous sieges over the centuries, was a monumental achievement for the Ottomans and a significant turning point in their history. Mehmed II, also known as the Conqueror, transformed the city into the imperial capital and renamed it Istanbul. Under the rule of Mehmed II and his successors, the Ottoman Empire experienced a period of rapid expansion, military prowess, and cultural flourishing, known as the Golden Age. The empire's territories extended from the Balkans and Hungary in the northwest to the Persian Gulf in the southeast, encompassing much of the Middle East, North Africa, and parts of Eastern Europe. During this period, the Ottomans established a highly centralized and efficient system of government, known as the Ottoman classical system. This system was based on the absolute authority of the Sultan, who held both secular and religious power, and a hierarchical bureaucracy staffed by a highly educated and loyal class of officials. The Golden Age witnessed significant cultural achievements and architectural marvels, such as the construction of the iconic Sultanahmet Mosque, Blue Mosque, and the Topkapı Palace in Istanbul, as well as the development of Ottoman art, literature, and poetry. The empire also played a crucial role in the spread of Islam and the preservation of Islamic culture and traditions. The reign of Suleiman the Magnificent, r. 1520 to 1566, is often considered the apex of the Ottoman Empire's power and prosperity. Suleiman expanded the empire's territories to their greatest extent, stretching from Hungary and the gates of Vienna in the northwest to the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea in the southeast. His reign was marked by significant military victories, legal reforms, and the flourishing of arts and architecture, exemplified by the construction of the Süleymaniye Mosque complex in Istanbul. After the death of Suleiman the Magnificent in 1566, the Ottoman Empire began a gradual decline, primarily due to a combination of internal factors, such as the weakening of the central authority, economic stagnation, and the rise of corruption and nepotism within the government. Throughout the 17th and 18th centuries, the empire faced increasing challenges from various European powers, including the Habsburgs, Russians, and eventually the British and French. The Ottomans lost significant territories, particularly in the Balkans and the Caucasus region, and struggled to modernize their military and administrative systems. In the 19th century, a series of reform efforts, known as the Tanzimat reforms, were initiated to modernize and strengthen the empire. These reforms aimed to centralize the administration, introduce Western-style education and legal systems, and promote economic development. However, the reforms were met with resistance from conservative elements within the empire and were only partially successful. The decline of the Ottoman Empire accelerated in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, as nationalist movements emerged among various ethnic and religious groups within the empire, leading to conflicts and uprisings. The empire suffered major territorial losses, particularly in the Balkans, and faced increasing interference from European powers seeking to exploit its weaknesses. The final blow to the Ottoman Empire came during World War I, when it sided with the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Bulgaria, against the Allied powers, Britain, France, Russia, and later, the United States. The empire's defeat in the war and the subsequent occupation of its territories by the Allied forces led to its eventual dissolution in 1922.